Gets to ask the first
Here we go.
question.
Okay, we got head coach Randy Betton, designated hitter Caleb Romo, and center fielder Jacob Bernardi.
Coach, great way to close out a great series for you guys and great season. Give us thoughts on the game.
Oh, man, that was an exciting baseball game. Down 5 on the road with your best guy Tyson Miller on the bump, and we're chasing 5. And in the dugout, there was no panic. We just tried to stay with the ball game and try and chip away. And Caleb got a run back there in the top of the third to make it 5-1, and it felt like we had some momentum. And then we got a second home run by him to make it 5-2. And I thought if we could just kind of keep it there, and then they got a run on a misplayed fly ball, and we were just, hey, if we just can keep it right there, we'll maybe have a chance, maybe one last chance to get back in the ball game. In the 8th inning there, we gave ourselves a chance, and JV got a pitch up in the zone and hit it out. So it was an exciting ball game.
Are guys talking a lot in the dugout, or is it sort of a quiet determination?
I think that this weekend we've been talking a lot more. We've been really into the games, and we've just been starting the game really wanting to win from the first pitch and to the last pitch. We're always talking, always ready to score some more runs.
Just a lot of chatter, though. A lot of, hey, let's go get them. Let's keep it going. Keep the lineup turning over. Yeah.
I think a lot of guys, the last, like I said earlier in our press conference, the last month of the year, you could really see guys gravitating to each other like, hey, I'll get you this time, I'll get you this time, I'll make a play for you, I'll get a swing. Stay with the game, stay with the game. So the last month of the year, there was a good cohesion group of really playing the baseball game against the game, not against the opponent. And that's just kind of how we played the last month of the year, so it's exciting to see.
Is there a particular, is it a gradual thing, or was there a particular game or a particular point where you saw that start to come together?
Gosh, I'd say after the Stanislaus game, we were on the road, it rained, and we played a doubleheader and got crushed the first game. And we came back and won 5-2, and it seemed like that kind of propelled us. Then we came home and played some home series again, and that kind of got us going. Everybody just kind of gravitated to each other like, hey, we're going to be in this together. It's going to take all of us to be successful, and they've kind of taken on that motto.
Jacob, I think one of the worst questions that usually gets asked of an athlete is, how does it feel? But I got to ask it after that grand slam. And what are your emotions now?
I mean, I'm excited. I'm just happy that for the team, we worked so hard all year, since the fall, morning weights, everything that you put into it. You get pushed back down a little bit. We got punched, and we end up punching back and fighting our way back in the game. And we've done that all weekend, and just keep pounding on runs in the beginning, and then 2 close games against Cal Baptist, a really good team, and somehow we found a way. I think that's what championship teams are built off of, just finding ways to win. And for me, it just feels great that I can contribute. It feels great to be part of this team. Like, super excited.
You're still on cloud 9?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, cliche question number 2. What do you hit? He's a sinker ball pitcher. Did he get it up? I mean,
yeah, it was just one of those fastballs that dive in two seam, and it was up in the zone. That was my first home run of the year. I don't know how to explain it. Just something that happened, and I'm just excited I could do it, because I had a couple opportunities in a couple other games where bases loaded, runners in scoring position, maybe didn't execute the way I wanted to. So I'm glad I put a swing on it.
Yeah, and you're not going up there thinking home.
No,
obviously.
Absolutely not. I'm just trying to hit the ball hard, because last time I had the opportunity to run around third, less than 2 outs, and I think I tried to hit a home run not hit a home run, I'm sorry. Try to, get the ball in the outfield to score the run, and I pulled off it and went in the infield, didn't score the run. So that time I'm just like, I'm really just trying to put something hard in play. I'm not thinking about double play, I'm just trying to put something hard in play, and that's what happens.
And when it leaves your bat and it's heading for the wall, and what's going through your mind? You're running down first thinking, this can't be.
Yeah, I honestly, I barely remember. I remember putting a good swing on it, and thinking I got all of it, but just in case, ran it out and went over, and then I was pretty excited after that. Yeah.
Going back to the statistics on JB, he led our team in bases loaded situations all year with the highest average. So in those situations, we hit him 9. He probably should hit up in the order, but with our order, we've kind of moved him down to 9. He hit 2 earlier in the year. I just thought he would get a swing there. I didn't know it was going to be a home run, obviously, but I thought he would give us a good at bat, and obviously it bowling over the fence. But I knew he'd give us a swing. So.
Okay, Caleb, home run number 10 on the season for you. How did that feel, as you said? Cliche that a little bit there.
They always feel good. You don't go up trying to hit a home run. I just always try to slow the game down and hit something hard, and it's been working. And not trying to change anything, just trying to always help, trying to get a job done. And when it's a big spot, just slow it down and let it happen. Really feels good.
I've teased him all year about his defensive side. Tell him to come out and field with his bat all the time, but he's kind of gravitated to that. He worked really hard in the weight room. Didn't go away and play this summer. He stayed home. He really worked on his body, getting stronger. This is his best year of home runs, but I mean, he's kind of propelled us. The senior leadership, obviously, that he brings to the table. He was in this position before with us and wasn't playing, so I think he could gravitate to that and kind of give him some feedback on how to handle the pressure. And you could see his at-bats all weekend. He just kept grinding. Even if he had a bad one, he'd come back with several good ones after that. I think he even had one after the home run, a line drive there in the 8th that the guy made a really nice play on that second. So he's just done that all year for us, but he's done a great job of preparing himself mentally and physically.
How much does it help to have that championship experience and have guys on the team that can transmit to the younger guys,
Well,
this is what it's like, this is what you have to do?
Yeah, we had a big turnover from last year. Half this team is new, so. But to have these guys be in this experience before, they obviously could tell the younger players or the new players to the program, hey, this is how you handle the situation. Plus, some of the players that came in had playoff experience, maybe not with us, but with other teams.
Mm-hmm.
So they just kind of all gravitated to each other, but probably asked each other in the bus, hey, how do you handle it? And we're a loose group. You know, they are a loose group. They've always been that way, and they kind of keep playing. You know, they kind of keep playing, and they have fun, and they gravitate off each other, and they tease, and it's really good teamwork.
Now, I asked Gary this, I'll ask you the
Yeah.
same thing from the other perspective. Do you play this first game any differently? Do you do anything differently strategically with the idea that we want to avoid that night game, or we have to be prepared for that night game?
We had a strategy coming in. We were going to go with road no matter what, and then we were hoping to get us 3 innings, and I think he got us 2 and something. But if he could keep it under what he did, and that's all we were hoping out of him, and then we were going to piece it together to kind of see how the game was. And it was 5-1 at that time, I think, when he came out. And then we said, okay, this is the next step that we're going to go. Who can be a strike thrower, keep it there. Obviously, Shaq came in, I think, after that and kind of settled it down and gave us some quality innings. And then once we got the lead, we knew exactly how we were going to attack the game. Now, if we would have went to the night game, I'd be scared as anything in the dugout because Cal Baptist is so scary. We were going to go a little different direction. He had his hand was forced a little bit. He had to go on the front end of it. We kind of had a second game to kind of prepare if we wanted to go with a different route. But
Who'd you have ready?
probably going to go with Bethel and Koval there and kind of piece it together. Fallsworth had to come in that situation as well. So.
I mean, the 2 games between you guys, and I know you and Gary, you'll probably, I don't know if he'll laugh about this, but you'll probably talk about it later on. But I mean, it shows the closeness of the 2 programs and the relative ability of you guys and the Lancers.
No, I mean, Cal Baptist, Gary Adcock and his staff and the school here, they've done a great job to propel themselves from NAI and now to Division II, and you can see their program continuing to grow. He's doing a great job, and the players in there are competitive, and the pitching is competitive, and their team defense is competitive. That's something we try and pride. We come from the same kind of tree, so we pride ourselves on that as well. It's just every time I play Cal Baptist, I'm like, boy, this is going to be a grind. It's just going to be a grind. Every pitch is going to be on the edge of your seat. And it's playoff baseball, too.
Sure.
And we've had some good battles in non-conference stuff with Cal Baptist as well. So just coming into this, I knew it was going to be a tough game. Just knew it was going to be a grind.
Who is Dennis rooting for?
Oh, gosh. I can't answer that one, man.
He's a Cal Poly grad, so
Yeah.
I mean...
I think at the end of the day, he wants us both to be successful, but he knows that one in baseball can only be successful. There's one winner and one loser at the end of the day. I mean, he both supports what we do. He came out yesterday and supported what we do. He's rooting us both on. There's no doubt about it. So it was exciting to see us go against each other, just because we come under that same tree. I live in Riverside. He lives in Riverside. So, I feel bad for him because he is a friend. But obviously, it's someone's got to win, someone's got to lose.
Did you guys talk at all before the game today or Saturday?
Oh, we've talked every day. I've
Yeah.
seen him in the stands scouting games, and like I said, our friendship goes back almost 19 years. So to play against him is obviously there's a little rivalry there, I'm sure, with him to me and me to him. But we're competitive people and want to have our best game. That's the biggest thing I think I could say is he won his best game, I wanted my best game, and I thought the 2 games that we played them were pretty competitive both ways. So that's all we can ask for.
We're good.
I think we're good.
All right, man.
Thank you
Get
very
out of
much.
here.